This fiend plot twist at launch. So 2 patches later, they kinda did at the end. I mean, what did Dawntrail come out? Dawntrail's been out for a year now, right? Kind of at the end, they had the little teaser with the crown. At the end, so obviously something was gonna happen. We just didn't know. We just didn't let Yoshi P cook. Classic 14 fanbase jumping to conclusions too quickly. I mean, I've been saying that time and time again. The worst thing about this game is the player base. Thoughts? True or false? Tuliyola will gladly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms. But what of the nation the late queen was so desperate to preserve? What of that bright heaven of peace and laughter? What do you mean late queen? She's right here! Hooklamont. I won't stand here and let her legacy be sullied any further. I'll protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made to her at the last. But she betrayed you, did she not? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own, yet alone we lacked the strength to protect them. There's so much I love in this world, too much for me to take into my arms to keep safe, and that made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear, so together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in her final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore I would see it done. In the end, I think you both found the friend you needed. I would be yours as well, Sphene. Whenever you fall or struggle to rise, I'll come right to the rescue, and you'll do the same for me. That's how we'll protect things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right, you're right. Don't forget about me! How could we? We'd not be where we are now without you. Right, we got a bit sidetracked there. We should probably be on our way. Do we patrol or see if Shale needs a hand? There you all are. Oh my god, it's Galuljaw. Galuljaw. Ah, splendid. We were afraid we'd miss you. Alice and the others said you were here. Good news, Masumi. We finally found a... Whoa, I don't think you can say that, Shale. You can't say that, Shale. Don't say it in Calyx's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed the Preservation Initiative. Containment Complex 1029 it's called. It's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think this is where Calyx is hiding as such, but it may well contain clues that will point us in the right direction. I'm sorry it took you so long to get this far. If you're interested, what do you say we go and check it out together? Let's go and take a look. Thank you for all your hard work. This is a huge step forward. Heh, and up. We need to take the lift to get to the complex. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities, and have one of our people waiting to operate said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Is this another dungeon, maybe? Could this be another dungeon, perhaps? Maybe, maybe. Maybe, maybe. Part's gonna be long. Good thing I got time to set. Good thing I got time. Ah, just relax.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
I have to click though. I have to.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Mysterious terminal in the light.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working!
Yippee!
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
Oh.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search,
Some hacker
we
mans.
finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
Galulja popping off.
But Shale never stopped working, not even once.
Giddle's energy tonics. Hand her a monster.
Those concoctions would probably do me more harm than good, but I appreciate the sentiment. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx. We're more than happy to help, of course, but I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
Ooh, wait, that's tough. That's tough. TUFF. You all know our main objective. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail. And I've learned of a certain device that should help us do just that. I'll explain how we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. Now, as for where that might be, yes, this map matches my data. This room we're in is the Researcher's Commons, located on the western side of the complex. The director's office is to the northeast of here. This room, oh. Wait, I didn't click. Why'd I go? We should cut across the circular chamber in the middle, yes? I didn't click anything. Why'd the dialogue just, skip like that? Yes, we should, but fortunately for us, the interior door is locked. We'll need a security key with the appropriate clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it'll probably be a card of some kind. Can't you, work some electrope magic? I'll try my best, but this type of lock is well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. In any case, I can't. You might want to look around and see if anyone left a security card behind. Considering the state of the place, it does seem like they abandoned in some haste. I shouldn't be surprised if we found one. Very well, let's get to searching, shall we? More security card. I expect we'll have most luck looking where researchers kept their personal belongings in pink text. Begin searching. Hopefully it's in a different color. Alright, pink. Buh. Hello, Sora. Scanning device. Do I need a level 2 key card or we have to wander somewhere else now? It beeps as the yeah, no good. Maybe we need a different card. Level 3. Oh my god. Delay chafes me. We must have to comb through the nearby rooms and hope we stumble upon the card we need. So there's the proto lab. The door's already open at least. Find a way through together. I'm sure of it. Resident Evil. Yeah, we need the diamond key. Now we got the diamond key. We need the heart key. Next we're gonna need the spade key, and then the club key, and then we'll be done. And then we'll need like wire cutters or something. The way this room is set up, the canister inserted into that large device looks to be a soul cell. Could this be where they conducted their experiments to create Endless? But we could probably spend days investigating this complex. Finding a way to the director's office must take precedence. Speaking of which, Galulja mentioned a locker over the corner that he couldn't open. Perhaps you could take a look. Don't mind if I do. Energy current seems stable enough. Still, you should let me handle this one. Security card, if you please. A quick prayer that the shorted wire doesn't burn me from the inside out. I'll take the money, thank you very much. Right, I'll get this door open. Well, that was easy. Take this! Phew, smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what awaits. Gods above, isn't that... What is this? What is it panning over to? What is this again? Oh, it's the thingy. Wait a second. I'll look at the monitor. I just saw the little key. The key to interdimensional fusion. It looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they've used it to make another key. But isn't it missing the shard inside the one Masumi has? Oh, we may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally Milala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, preservation began working to harness the power across dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here. So what might that tell us? A device made to control it, maybe? Either that or the crystal's the key. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. It is as my parents explained. The key remained shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electrope, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, not who imbued the key with its power, nor when they did so, nor why. Now it makes sense. Calix can track the key because its vessel was made by preservation. I believe there's much we may learn in this room. On our next visit, I will have to enlist Y'shtola as assistance for a thorough investigation. I too am curious about a great many things, but pinning down Calix's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there's a security card in here that grants us access to the director's office. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. Spread out and look for any cards left behind. Remember, anything less than level 3 is no good to us. Let's go. Time for some investigating. Watch me find out like first try, no problem. Naturally. Alright, let's see here. I don't know about the storage crate. Maybe the storage crate? Nah. Let's see. What does Gulawaljaw have? Oh, what the fuck? They got fucking 3D printers here. What the hell? They are. Oh my god. They're fucking 3D printing more keys. Cabinet drawer. If it's right next to Kral, I'll be very upset. God damn it, Krile. Was you too small to reach the cabinet? God damn it. Find a security card. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's have Shell examine it to be sure. Well, this is exactly what we needed. Nice work. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying they put the card right next to the short person. That's out of reach. Oh, a level 3. That should get us in the director's office. So what was it you were hoping to find in here again, Shale? You were saying that that a certain device was going to help us. Right. I haven't probably explained myself, have I? I'm looking for a data relay. After we discovered the ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep's security cameras. Considering the way Calix is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control over the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. To monitor what you, as the key holder, are planning. But since Calix is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. which is why I need the data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all the surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint Calyx's location or position. That said, he has done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be on entirely the wrong track. Maybe the reason isn't he's stopping us, it's because he can't. Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring Masame's strength. What could he possibly dream up that's stronger than him? Nothing, that's what. Don't worry about it, Wuklamot. I can solo anything that he sent my way. Speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely detected. I was able to restore the data, though, if you'd like to see it. I'll start the show, then. Afuta Femro. Sora, what do you mean by that? What's this?
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
The Abro, the hentai protagonist hair. Why'd they do this?
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calyx's vision.
I don't trust the guy with that
suppose
hairstyle.
it is.
I don't like where this is going.
Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come.
Oh my god, was this how Oblivion formed? No way.
Surely you...
The fuck? Never mind.
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
He really hit it with the nothing personal, kid. Well, she still had the little, like, microchip thing, so... Which is, like, resurrect or something. She only wanted to leave, and he executed her. I checked the images against the personal data. The man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calyx. The cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. I'm not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal, even as Preservation's agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after that, but it turns out they were captured by their pursuers. They did not regret their actions. Right, the Echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Oh, Kryl. Bornatsfiend, thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to see my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and Preservation. What we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the source or threaten their child's safety. Right, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the director's office. Let's go! Ooh, director's office. Damn. Nice in here. Damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside networks. Can't be the data relay I'm looking for. Office is also smaller than the map suggested. I'm positive we're in the right room. What am I missing? Sorry, Masami. Can I ask you the others to search the office for any clues to this infuriating puzzle? Secret room. Watch. Data tablet. Closed locker next to the table. Search the locker. What the fuck? Okay. Nothing of note. You quietly shut the locker door. Alright, bro. Alright. Bro was jorking it. Alright. It is a FF7 Mako Reactor 5 situation. We gotta pull the 3 levers at the same time. A misplaced note, was it? Yes. The instructions for assessing a secure room, no less, seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There was no such room marked on the map, was there? No, a precautionary measure, no doubt. If passwords are involved, I expect the access to the lift itself is concealed too. Concealed? By electrope, you mean? Could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past. It's a fake wall. Remember what Kakiwa used to say, Shale? Never trust an electrope surface? You can pass right through electrope. Can you? I'm just saying that. Can I? Truly, I never had that property in my time. Or it never had that property. I must be having a little fun, I think. What I mean is, electrope can project a false appearance. Okay, my character gaslit me, even. Alright, trust no one, not even yourself. In which case, it shouldn't be too hard to disable. Oh, well, that was easy. Another door! I mentioned to deactivate the protection, but the lock is another story. Did that note lay out the password protocol? I say we go ahead and try it. I agree. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input while the rest of us look for passwords here in the office. I'll take the proto lab. I'll take the Deutero lab. Actually, it might be better if you stayed, Sphene. Your knowledge of Alexandria and its people could be needed here. Yeah, you're right. The passwords are hiding behind clues. That may be something I can help with. I can help too. I lived my whole life in Alexandria, after all. I will take Deutero lab duty then. We can keep in touch via communicator to match our timing. Alright. You should have the honor of entering the office password. Once we determine what we need to input, take your place at the terminal, stand by to guide Muklabot and Kryl through the process. Time to find the password. You know, there was that display plate over there, the one with the gems. I thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose. But I couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Maybe you can figure it out. I said, it's missing an emerald. It's missing an emerald. We got Ruby and Sapphire, we need emerald, then we can get the Gen 3 duo, or trio. Pass for the Proto Lab. Sapphire. Honesty. Devotion. Protection. Hold. Hold. And you said I needed a notepad. And you said I needed a notepad, Zoro. The step stool? Yeah. Secure room is the only place we've yet to search. Data relay is anywhere, it has to be there. Venture assumes Muklam and Kryle rejoin us. You said I needed a notepad. Look at this guy. Clearly he doesn't know who he's dealing with. The master puzzle solver. You have 2 monitors, you're gonna use them? Imagine needing assistance. Couldn't be me. So you need a notepad. LOL. NA education. Alright everyone, time to board the lift and see what awaits us. Sorry, stop timing out, people. Truly, well, not in this chat room.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
I'm a free speech advocator.
But whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
1984. We value free speech in the Captain Cow broadcast.
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only 2 methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then...
What, to the terminal? In a world formed of data. It's not like Tron. I haven't watched Tron.
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electrope-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Living Memory.
You mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in Living Memory.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Spheen's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited Living Memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
But now you think Calyx might be responsible.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus.
Me?
He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
He a fan.
Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been.
Ah, lines on the jump. He's got the Jumbotron.
Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary. Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you.
We're gonna square up. Why is he just like in a void? Why is he just like hanging out in a void?
Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there.
I mean, that makes it easy. We just go there and just fuck him up.
The memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into endless. Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Calyx. The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part.
Ooh, got his ass. Good job, Uclamont. Got his ass.
As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories have become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Thus she was able to shield
hold.
you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key.
An absolute authority, some might say. Just like the mechanic from the last fight. No way.
I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching.
Ah, I see.
Does that satisfy your curiosity?
She gained a conscience. She broke free from her shackles as an AI for a second.
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future, not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me?
Okay, Mogs you?
Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Calyx.
Beat their ass?
Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. And I won't let that happen.
I'm with you. Let's go kick his ass. Let's go! Why is she crying?
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
We going now? Ugh. To the big terminal thingy? Going into the mainframe? Phew! Well, that was an adventure. May not have been by the method Shay was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Calyx and what we need to do next. Indeed, while I remain curious about Preservation's research into the key, that is an investigation for another day. Nods. Let's head straight to the back rooms. We should get everyone on the same page before we make our move. To the back rooms. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh, wow, look at that. Travel's here already for us. This game's so kind. Damn that bastard Calyx. He waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. That infuriating, condescending way he spoke to us. We'll see whose time is up, you smug little weasel. Anyway, I know things didn't go to plan, but we learned a great deal about preservation. That knowledge should come in handy in the days to come. I may not be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation. I may see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. Let's go. Let's go, Sphene. What's up, Aaronville? What do you gotta say? This isn't the best out there, but at least you've come back to us safe and sound. The 12-year-old? He's technically like a 400-year-old robot at this point. 400-year-old AI. Anyways. We briefed Aaronville on everything that has happened and sent word to the others. We've now but to consider what our next actions will be. Calyx has offered you the opportunity to confront him directly. Though it feels much like striding face first into an ambush, we have little choice. If we destroy the memories he supposedly had stored in the upper reaches of the Meso terminal, that's where we must go. While I'm still upset about being deprived of my moment, I nevertheless did my due diligence. I confirmed that the relay we found was indeed transmitting surveillance data to a device somewhere in living memory. When you go to fight Calyx, pray let me fight alongside you. Let me fight for the memory of Otis and Zelenia, and for the other Sphene I may have become. Most importantly, for my beloved kingdom and joyful tomorrow. Things take a grim turn. I'll keep you safe. My queen, no cringe. I shall hold you to that. I also protect you in turn, because that's what comrades do. I'll be coming with you as well. You know my reasons. I hardly need saying, but your fellow Silents have also every intention to accompany you into battle. So adamant were Alice and the others on this point that they have already left for living memory. I'm more than ready to do the same. Let's go! I'll keep patrolling the streets for signs of trouble, especially from anyone wearing Neo-regulators. Should you need anything from me, I'll be on standby here in the back rooms. I really want to go with you too, but I know I can't. I know sometimes you have to be patient and trust your friends. Oh, Masami, Kron and I think that we should talk to Gosen before we leave for living memory. Under Calyx's direction, preservation has helped shape Alexandria's society for centuries. Taking him down will have serious consequences. We need to warn the officials in charge about what we intend. Justifications aside, we shall be acting against the wishes of all who desire to become endless. Nah, fuck them. Exactly. We don't know if Gosen will approve or oppose of our chosen course. But either way, leaving without a word is the wrong thing to do. Come, we should be on our way. Resolution first, yes? Be safe, everyone. See you when it's over. Okie dokie! Quest accepted.
I see. A difficult situation. In the absence of an official sovereign, I agree that it is not Preservation's place to dictate the future of our nation.
God, I'm sorry, but Endwalker's trials were so good. Endwalker's, like, patch trials were so good. Like, Barb, Rubicante, Golbez, and Zeramis were... Those were peak. Those were peak.
However, I also cannot simply take a side and declare my support for your efforts to defeat Calyx.
Is that because of the new regulator you wear?
I've yet to register it. I find myself caught between the fear of dying and the desire to carry out the duties of governance. My greatest concern is how we shall stem this ever-increasing terror of mortality when becoming endless is no longer an option. And that's to say nothing of the recent slaughter committed by our own soldiers. The fact that such violence was perpetrated for the very purpose of creating endless will paradoxically make it more difficult to endorse your chosen course. It may not seem logical, but for those who lost friends and family in the attacks, halting the creation process altogether would render the deaths of their loved ones utterly meaningless. Is it not cruel to rob them of what little solace they could claim, when we have only just learned what it is to mourn? Tell me, how are we meant to overcome such tragedies?
We're doing fucking shit like... What is this?
We
Like...
stop begging others to teach us for a start.
Who's this talking? Oh, it's the, all these people. We've, like, met throughout the story. Right? The dude from the Arcadion? The blind lady, right?
For the longest time, we've been protected by Queen Sphene and the systems put in place by our forebears. The hardships and responsibilities of life were distant things, and we felt entitled to our comforts, even as we barely noticed those who risked everything to keep us sheltered. But no more. From now on, we need to learn on our own. How to live with the promise of death. How to endure the pain of loss. We may never learn to love such things, but we may learn to survive them. The people beyond the barrier, even the Alexandrians of old, they've all had to live with these fears. There's no reason we can't do it too.
What are you all doing here?
Malachite called us in, and the Oblivion members briefed us on the current crisis. You don't stand idly by while your house burns down. We came together and thought about how we could help. Long story short, we've decided to join the fight alongside Oblivion. I say fight, but we're well aware of how little use we'd be in actual combat.
Well, this guy used to fight in the Arcadion. He has some combat capabilities.
A battle of ideas, on the other
Then, like,
hand,
last patch we saw him, like, punch a robot or something?
qualified to do something about.
I could have sworn we did.
We'll talk to our neighbors and do our best to quell their fears. Convince them to make the most of this life and enjoy all it has to offer. Perhaps
gonna, like-
that will help to ease your burden.
Don't be, like, door-to-door, like, preachers or something. They go door-to-door.
It certainly will. Even if a few are assuaged by your words, it will make things easier.
A random jobber. So you had to use a notepad to figure out an easy puzzle in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't remember. Never mind. Does that mean?
Those who have already registered will be difficult to sway, but there are still many who waver.
Unfollowed, blocked, deleted friend off Steam. Okay.
Those are the ones we'll concentrate on.
Gossen, if you truly care for the people of Alexandria, then now's the time to start thinking of ways to prevent more deaths.
I really hope I have enough time to finish this patch. I feel like I'm gonna run out of time.
Were I to become endless at the expense of my countrymen's lives, I would regret it for the rest of my existence.
You're always taking off his thingy. I know it's the Alliance Story, but we're just going to do the MSQ today. Our Alliance Story will be later. But then the EX will be later as well, so don't worry.
When the people have lost their way, it falls to the government to support and guide them. Alexandria can rise above this sorrow and find its way.
Oh my god, sorrow, wait, no way.
Is that not so, Your Majesty?
Indeed it is.
Wait, he knows?
No, that wasn't... what I meant to say was...
Calm down, Sphene.
Cover blown. Caught.
Amity, you used her name.
Caught.
The perfect resemblance to our beloved Queen Sphene has not escaped our notice. Yet we also understand that you are not her. Having to live in secret, unable to share who you really are. That must have been hard on you.
I was like, do they know?
When you come back, please tell us all about yourself. I imagine yours is a rather outlandish story, but we're eager to hear it all.
Yeah, they know. They know.
You're one of us, an Alexandrian, and we don't abandon our own.
Oh, no freaking way. Oh my god, the hood came down?
I promise to return. And when I do, I look forward to speaking with you all.
Yippee! Oh, chat. The new Castle Crashers update came out yesterday. I forgot to mention that. The new DLC for Castle Crashers. Anyways, let's keep going. Everyone was so warm and welcoming. Alexandrians are, as ever, stalwart people. How glad I am to be home. Thank you, Gossen. That decision must have been difficult to make. If only I could claim the courage to do so came from within. The final push came from Alexandria's citizens and their bravery in taking the first step towards change. Speaking of which, can I ask you to lock that Neo-regulator away where no one else can get to it? I should prevent the registrations from reaching the target number. I should be glad to do so. I fear it would be to no avail. According to our most recent surveys, the number of Neo-regulators in circulation exceeds the stated 5,000. I surmise the surplus units are to account for those like myself who have had a change of heart, or are otherwise hesitant to register. It does sound like something Calyx would do. Well, we have to face him either way, so no point in delaying the inevitable. To living memory. Let's go! Off we go, they're all dithering away. There's the giant GPU building. Is Aaronville gonna go fight in the Arcadion? He's gonna be in the last fight. He's gonna be M12.
Things seem Much the same.
So listen, you have nothing more to fear than any other normal day. Deep breaths. We'll get through this.
The 9090 Ti Super Tower, exactly.
You'd be telling them much the same if you were here. I suppose it falls to me now.
Wide walking. Oh yeah. Are we in living memory now? No, we have to fast travel over there. And why does it put us there? Why doesn't it put us there? Just leave me to fast travel there myself. Come on, game. Oh yeah, damn, everyone is here. Oh my god, you still get to talk to her? No way. 'Tis good to see our comrades hail and girded for battle. As for us, we've been ahead to inspect the lay of the land. There are no changes of note, aside with the meso terminal itself. Why? What's happened to the meso terminal? The wall is receded to provide a convenient entrance into the structure's interior. No such ingress when we last were here, so we must assume that Calyx's sense manipulated the terminal's electrope, all to facilitate his most gracious invitation to the upper levels. An invitation I'm eager to accept. For the sake of all who love Alexandria, I will not yield nor leave them to despair. Let me take my my crit. Thank you very much. I'll be taking that. Our terminal invitation. I believe everyone's determined to be here as precedent accounted for. Should I make way for the terminal? We shouldn't wish to keep our insistent host waiting. Let's go. I'm assuming it's dungeon time. Sora, do you want to join? I can throw up a quick party finder if people want to join for this. Why do they like form like geese flying? They're like a perfect like chevron pattern. They're geese migrating for the winter. Well, here we are again, facing another battle to decide Alexandria's fate. For 4 centuries I slept here. Upon awakening, I found the world as I knew it had changed. I was so frightened at first, I couldn't recognize a single thing. I thought everything I loved had gone to dust. Yet beneath the unfamiliar surface, much remained the same. For that, I give thanks to Otis and Zelenia and their royal knights, who lay their lives on the line to defend our way of life. You gave your dog a kiss. I thank every Alexandrian who believed in our future has passed on our legacy. I thank my other self, who so loved this kingdom of ours. I thank you all for kindling this hope in my heart, this courage to take up arms and fight once more. She's gonna square up. So let's make our stand together and fight for what we hold dear. Man, she like changes like a samurai or something, or like a monk who just starts punching the shit out of things. Holy chills. That would be tough. The kind and gentle Queen Fiend was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria, a devourer of worlds. This is the fake queen, fake Fiend talking, by the way. Together we stand, together we fight. You have my gratitude, and surely Otis and Zelenia will join us in spirit. Let's head inside and finish this. In the upper reaches of this terminal await the device which holds Calyx's memories. Falls us to make the climb and destroy it once and for all. We must bring matters to a definitive end. We will not suffer him to cause Alexandria further harm, nor claim the key. The Queen entrusted it to Masumi for a good reason, and besides, it would be a tragedy indeed to relinquish a relic with so much research potential. Apparently, Calix thinks he's taken your measure. I urge you to correct that misjudged assumption. I wholeheartedly concur, yet would still counsel caution. That he would be so bold as to extend an invitation bespeaks tremendous confidence in his preparations. Come, friends, we set forth into the midst of dreaming endless. Damn, look at that door. The terminal now accessible. Here we go. Dungeon time, dungeon time. I clicked the link and it gave me like, it said like it was in stock, but I had like to sign in and then it said it wasn't in stock anymore. Oh, this looks cool. Oh my god. The terminal. The music is cool. I like the music. I like it. Alright, let's go. I'll wave hi to everyone. Let's go! See if I remember how to play Gunbreaker.
By wearing you down, reluctant to die.
Let's go! I'm assuming that's gonna be a raid wide. Yeah. Activate dispensers. Oh. Okay, I don't know what that did. Oh, I think where it was pointing to would be like where a knockback was gonna happen, and then the things will go off. So yeah, okay, it's gonna do a knockback here. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I don't know why, like... Alright, I don't know what the hell's happening. I guess get all things going off. Alright, so one of the two is gonna happen. Okay. It'll be... the thingy, and then it's gonna be this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I kinda understand. Kinda. Kinda, but not really. Damn, my double down did no damage! Oh, that's so disappointing, man. That's so sad. Okay. I figured it out. I figured it out. Is it the given worth it from this thing to take? What the hell?
They shall deal appropriately with criminals.
Okay.
Your sentence is death.
What is this? What is happening?
You defy it.
Chat, what's happening? 1v1? Oh, I got this. Don't worry.
Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
It's fucking home ganged. Well, our machinist is fucking dead. This is cool. This is cool. I like this fight a lot. This is actually a really unique boss fight. Yeah. Just figuring go out maybe. Okay, they're dead again. Wait, I'm gonna hold gang that. Okay. I don't know, I had a physical vulnerability up, and if anything like Ultimates and Savage taught me, that's gonna one-shot me, so I need to invuln or something. Serial torture they're doing. Wasted? Who cares? I don't need it anyways. Oh my god, I'm so smart. I'm so good at the game. Look at me perfectly dodging all these mechanics. Alright, my guy died first. I'm just a better I'm just a better damage. What the fuck is that? Oh, Hellmaker. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I'm gonna show the Hellmaker though. Okay, I see. It was roasting him. Yeah, we're getting some
beginning to tire.
DLC mechanics.
I bid you continue.
Boss time.
Very well. If one by one they fall, I'll send them all as one.
Be like a giant, like, horde
Anguish you
boss
felt
fight.
when you faced death, and rise. Rise to defend your nation, your people, and your loved ones.
Oh, shit. Immortal Remains. Elden Beast.
And meet the foe before you.
Alright, let's go. What's happening? Oh, okay, I had to get the achievement. Oh my god, wait, it's just like, oh my god, it's just like the last fight again. Alright, here we go! Start casting Sorrow. Alright.
Amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares.
I'm assuming it's gonna start with a raid wide, so I'm just gonna use Reprisal. Yeah, wow, who would have thought?
It is the midst of the storm surge.
Memento. Ooh, I see, at the same time I don't kind of see.
Lives are lost in a senseless
okay.
conflict. War swells in
Interesting,
scope
though.
and intensity.
Memento again. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I see it. Where all the dudes are clumped up. That's what it'll shoot.
The bombs rain down without
I don't even see his hands were gonna slam. So wherever all the clumps are. So I go like here. Yeah, look at me. Look at me go.
The spark of life is dimmed with every blinding flash.
Look at me go. What is this one? Alright.
Death is
Well, I had to get my uptime in, so it's the game's fault, not mine. I tank privilege that. I'll take another one if I need to. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take another one. Fuck it. I got damage to do. What do they? Who do you think I am? Come on. Just more missile strikes. No. Okay, I took downtime. I never mind. Fuck me, dude. That killed me? I wanted to run over there. I didn't know how much time I had left. I wanted to go over there where the little dude was. I should just fucking take the vulnerability. And where I evoked? I evoked just in time as well. Thank me later. Alright, sorry, you limp anytime you want. Well, Soro's fucking dead. Worth it. Yay, we did it. Least scuffed dungeon run. That was so dumb. I died like an idiot there. Don't worry, it's not your fault, Soro. The boss decided to do a mechanic while you were doing LB. Very, very inconsiderate of the boss, if you ask me. Anyways, boss time. We got half an hour left. I hope I can finish it then this time. I'm gonna give the calm to the Sage. Sage did very good. What's in here? Oh, look at that. Give me. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I finally won something. I finally won something. Yay.